Hello, everyone. This is Saeed. Welcome to another video about the UCL Fantasy. Um, for this video, I will share my thought about the best Limitless card to use for this coming week. And for me, I already did use my Limitless card in the first round. So I'm just throwing it here in case if someone is interested to use a limitless card. So my strategy about the limitless card. First of all, I limit my selection of teams. I don't want to waste time and energy by looking to players from teams that I think they will lose. So straightforward, I'm just going with a reduced list, which is like Bayern München, Chelsea, Manchester City, Ajax, Liverpool. So that's the first thing. The other thing is within this team, I will go to start with players that are premium and that they will be in any team, in any squad, in any given week. So for example, Lewandowski, I will have him all the time on my squad because he's just capable of, scoring point regardless of the fixture. Same thing with Salah. So this kind of like fixed player on my squad, and that with that being said, I keep it in my mind and it's already taken in consideration on my budget. Now the next thing they want to go for, I want to go with the defense first. So for the defense, I will go with Chelsea and Manchester City. And for Chelsea, I will go with Rudiger and with Reece James as he's back, and he already did amazing in the Premier League last weekend. And also, there are not a lot of options on the right side or the right back. Azpilicueta is injured, and no one else can play there other than Reece James. So I'm quite comfortable he will be on the lineup. Rudiger, obviously, he's nailed. He's always on the lineup. So now I have two defenders from Chelsea, and also I'm attempting to go with a double defender for Manchester City. Manchester City, the one on the way, on the road, 5-0. They are almost confirmed to go to the next round. So there's going to be a lot of rotation, but not in the defense because there are a lot of injury in Manchester United right now. So you have Ake and you have Diaz who are out. You have Walker who is suspended. So you don't have a real lot of options. So I would go with two defenders from Manchester City. Cancelo is nailed and he should play for the reason I just mentioned, but I want to go with cheaper player. It's still a game that it doesn't have a lot of, how to say, motivation from both sides. So I will save extra money from Cancelo to another defender, another good defender. So for Manchester City, I will go with Laporte. It's really nailed now, like regardless even of if Diaz is back or not. And it's quite cheap, 5.1. So I have Laporte, and I will go with the other defender who is Stone. Stone now, for sure he will play. There is only Laporte and Stone who can play in the in the defense and in that position. So that's quite a straightforward decision to make. And to be honest, now I have two. I'm tempting to have a player from Bayern München, but I don't really like the defense. That's number one. And my choice will be even Davis or Kimmich. Davis is out, and Kimmich didn't really show the same, the same level as last year. So I will save my Bayern München selection for midfield and the forward. So, but Liverpool is capable of making the clean sheet, even though it's against Inter Milan, but they're playing home and they are quite a good, good team to have clean sheet, and especially when they play home. I'm not gonna go with Trent, even though it's usually the best choice, but I'm gonna go with Robertson because that will allow me to save, couple to save some money for also the midfield and the forward, which you have more, most of the premium. Robertson he has been the best defender in Liverpool lately. He's even in terms of statistic, in terms of even the point lately, he's done as much point as Trent, if not say more. And he recovered more balls, which is very important in Champions League. So I'm gonna go with Robertson, and Alexander Trent is good as well. It's just like depend on each one budget, how you wanna share it, you wanna like use your money. So so that is the defense, and now I'm gonna look at the goalkeeper. For the goalkeeper, Neuer is back to training, but it's from the news that we heard today, it seems like he's not going to be on the lineup tomorrow. So since this is a limitless card, this is fine. We can go with Ultras. It's quite cheap, and also, it's quite cheap, and there's a good opportunity for Bayern München to get the clean sheets, especially they're playing home. So that's for the goalkeeper. For the other goalkeeper, I will go with Mendy. Chelsea, especially Mendy, has made a lot of clean sheet, both in the Premier League and in the Champions League. So Mendy will be my choice. And I just want to make sure that they're not playing on the same date. So that's for the defense and the goalkeeper. For the forward, I'm gonna keep Haller. He's the top scorer of the Champions League with some really like amazing numbers, and he scored 2 goals just in the last weekend in the Netherlands League, and he almost scored in every game. So Haaland, and he's cheap also. So I'm gonna go with Haller, Lewandowski, and I'm gonna go with Juventus player, which I struggle always to pronounce her name, but Vlahovic. So Vlahovic, he has been scoring at least a goal in every game he plays with Juventus. Juventus are playing home. They are playing against Villarreal, which is a very good team, but still there will be a lot of chances for Juventus, and I believe Vlahovic will have his name on the score sheet. So that's for the forward. For the midfield, as I said, I will go heavy again on Bayern München. Although they have, kind of a disappointing game on the road versus Salzburg, but it doesn't, let's not forget that Bayern München is a heavy favorite, and especially playing home, that's gonna be, very, very intense and very, very offensive team tomorrow. So I will, and also the good news is like we will see the confirmed lineup. So there's 2 teams that will see the confirmed lineup, which is Liverpool and Lewandowski. And Bayern München. So that will help a lot. So with that being said, I will go with Sani, even though he wasn't that consistent in the last couple weeks, but he still has a lot of potential. Obviously, if he's playing tomorrow. And also, I will go with Coman. He's one of the most consistent player in terms of making points and also being in the lineup. And yeah, he's been doing amazing in the Champions League, especially. So that's kind of how planning to go. So I have Coman, I have Salah. So that's the middle field. I still need one position, which is giving me 11.4, which is quite, oh, sorry, I forgot. So just to allow to kind of have, to manage my budget, I'm going with another midfield from Ajax, who is like, he has been playing all games. He's all the time in the lineup. He's good at ball recovering. We should not expect a lot of points for him, but at the same time, he's very cheap compared to someone who is laying, nailed in a good attacking team like Ajax. So I'm gonna go with Alvarez. Now that I think about, I might not go with James and Rudiger at the same time, since they are kind of playing a bit this next week. I would rather to kind of save a bit, some money. How about if we remove Race James and go with Mezraoui, who is one of the best player in Ajax team. That's with a kind of a bit, spread a bit the defender. I'm doubling up on only Manchester City defense. I will have only this one player from Manchester for Chelsea, especially that I have Mendy also as from Chelsea. So that would give me like good point or a good amount of money to kind of look for a good midfield. The way I'm looking at it is that Manchester City is still a very good team, even though with the rotation. Guardiola has made a team that, regardless of the 11 player you start with, you're always seen as the favorite. And with that being said, I'm attempting to go with a midfield around 7 million from Manchester City. And we know that, it's going to be a heavy rotation, but Gundogan haven't been playing a lot lately. And he played kind of 15 minutes against Manchester United last weekend. So I think he will be on the lineup, and I think he will be playing a role similar to Kevin De Bruyne. So I'm gonna go with Gundogan, and that will make my team. Oh, kind of got right on. I have 0.1 million left. So that's gonna be my team. As for the captaincy, I will go with Lewandowski the first day, then see how it goes. In the second day, I think I will go with Gundogan. I will go with Gundogan. As for the third day, do we have any? Yeah, I will go with Haller for sure. We'll go with Haller the 15th March. And the last day, which is the 16th March, either we'll go with Vlahovic, or I will go with Rudiger, but I think it's not going to be really an exciting choice. So I will go for sure with Vlahovic. I have a really the feeling that the captaincy will stay in Lewandowski. I have a good feeling about that Lewandowski will have a very strong game. So that is my Limitless team. So please let me know in the comment section what do you think. Maybe there's some changes. Maybe some players should not be here, or maybe I overlooked some players. Let me know in the comment section. And also, if you like my videos, I have other videos, and I will be making another video about my team selection, and a very last minute video tomorrow about my final team selection. If you like my videos, please follow me on YouTube, click on the subscribe button, and yeah, have a great Champions League games, and good luck in your draft. Ciao.